Possible po.
Are you covering up somebody?
No po.
Someone? Oh. We're just asking if it's possible that they can smuggle drugs
It's possible po.
through FIVIDEC.
It's possible po.
So meron na talaga.
We did not receive that kind of investigation po. Maybe another agency could probably provide the answers to that po.
All right, Madam Chair, can I ask Alice Guo?
Yes,
Oh,
SP Pro Tempore.
Alice, yeah. According to news reports that we read a few days ago, according to your lawyer, tatakbo ka ng mayor ulit?
Your Honor, sa ngayon, hindi po.
Hindi na. What changed your mind? Kasi sabi ng lawyer mo, tatakbo ka ulit mayor.
Your Honor, haharapin ko po muna yung mga accusations po sa akin. Ninisin ko po muna yung sarili ko po. At para maging fair din po para sa mga constituents ko po na
Alright.
minamahal ko po.
Very good. Okay, if I may proceed.
SP Pro
General
Tempore.
Corda.
Ah.
Sige. All right.
Yes, thank you, SP Pro Tempore. I understand that former Chief PNP Acorda wishes to give an opening statement, and we will allow him to do so. You have the floor, sir.
Thank you, Madam. First of all, I want to thank this committee under the leadership of Senator Rizal Ontiveros for inviting me and giving me a chance to clarify things that may have left questions and doubts on me. Before I answer your questions, Your Honors, I would like to emphasize what had really happened before the Bamban Pogo raid last March 13, 2024. Few months before the supposed raid, persistent reports have come to my attention that illegal activities are transpiring in a Pogo hub in Bamban, Tarlac. As the Chief PNP and trained intelligence officer, we conducted case build-up and validated these reports until we were able to come up with a better picture of what is really going on inside the Bamban Pogo hub. Your Honors, barely 17 days before my supposed retirement on March 31, 2024, after having been extended by the President, pinilit ko po na trabahuin sa tulong ng mga taong nagbigay ng mahalagang impormasyon through prompt interagency coordination with task agencies and other intelligence units, lalong-lalo na po ang ating kasama si Yusek Gilbert Cruz po sa PAOK, we were able to carry out said law enforcement operations successfully. Indeed, that operation played a crucial role in exposing the truth about the Pogos operating in the country, wherein it involves various illicit activities, including the proliferation of illegal drugs, human rights violations, human trafficking, and other criminal acts. Personally, I am happy with what I see in the Senate and even in the Quad Committee hearing in the Congress. The public is becoming increasingly aware of the significant role that illegal Pogo operations play in various criminal activities across the country. At this point, Your Honor, may I clarify the photos of me with some persons of interest that have surfaced during the previous Senate hearing. As with regards to the photo with Mr. Tony Yang, una ko po nakita at nakilala si Mr. Tony Yang last December 2020, nung ako po ay naging Deputy Regional Director for Administration ng Police Regional Office 10 in Cagayan de Oro City. I met him acting in my capacity as the DRDA in some official and social occasions, him being a member of a local Filipino-Chinese Business Chamber of Commerce. Sumunod po ay nung ako po ay naitalaga bilang Regional Director ng nasabing rehiyon noong November 2021. Masasabi ko po ng aming pag-uusap ay patungkol sa seguridad at peace and order ng rehiyon and to promote conducive business environment. I met him not on personal basis, but him representing a business group in Cagayan de Oro City. Honestly, Your Honors, during that time, wala pa akong natanggap na impormasyon patungkol sa warrant of arrest niya o wanted siya sa bansa o maging sa China. As regional director and intelligence officer, all my dealings with him were purely professional. With regards to the photo with Mayor Dong Kalugay and company, as to my association with Mayor Kalugay, if I remember it correctly, Your Honor, I first met him when I was assigned with the Directorate for Intelligence sometime in August 2022. He was inviting me then to be their guest of honor and speaker for their incoming town fiesta in Sual, of which I respectfully declined. Dati po kasi akong chief of police ng bayan ng Sual sometime in 1995 when I was still a young lieutenant. Until my appointment as the 29th Chief of the Philippine National Police last April 24, 2023, Your Honors, for the first few months after having been appointed as the new Chief PNP, several personalities such as businessmen, local politicians whom I have formerly met, former colleagues and friends have visited me to extend their felicitations. In this case, I presume that he called my office and sought for a courtesy call visit which he had secured. As to his entourage during the visit, I have no personal knowledge whom he was tagging along with. Based on my recollection, the photo that was shown was taken last May 6, 2023, barely 2 weeks after my appointment. And as I recall, marami po akong bisita during that time, hindi lang po ang grupo ni Mayor Kalugay. I hope this explanation clarifies any misunderstanding and dispels any doubts regarding my character. And Your Honors, once again, thank you very much for this opportunity. If there are other questions that needs to be clarified, I am ready to answer them, Your Honor.
Madam Chair, if I may.
Yes, SP Pro Tempore. But before I call the SP Pro Tempore, una po, former Chief PNP Acorda, before my follow-up question sa inyong statement, at least importante po na ibinalita nyo sa aming komite yung naging papel nyo, leadership and approval of that successful raid in the Bamban Tarlac Pogo Hub. Dahil hindi po yon na unang lumabas dito sa aming pagdinig at para sa kaalaman ng ating publiko. Importante po yun at salamat po sa impormasyong iyon. So for follow-up questions, I'll call first the SP Pro Tempore.
Sa sinabi ni Senator Risa, I would like to commend the former Chief PNP for initiating the second raid during his tenure as Chief PNP dito sa Bamban, together with the assistance of the PAOK-TF. Am I correct? All right. General Acorda, how long did you know Mr. Tony Yang? At ano talaga ang pagkatao nito?
Your Honors, as I stated, una ko siya nakilala nung naging DRD ako, and yung pagkatao niya po, I've heard about his relationship, about his brothers, and sa negosyo po, dun sa Cagayan de Oro, I understand marami po siyang negosyo doon. Kasama na po yung pagpaparating po ng bigas po, Your Honor.
Pagpaparating ng bigas, pag-smuggle?
Well, whether it's smuggled or not, Your Honor, I cannot qualify that. Maybe it's up for the...
All right. How did he seek an appointment to your office?
Usually, Your Honor, when I was in Region 10, we have direct contact because I gave him my calling card, and sometimes through my staff, but it's not that frequent, Your Honor. Kumbaga, nagkakataon lang pag may mga pag-uusapan, especially when there are activities in the camp or yung mga gift-giving operations namin, Your Honor.
So, yung litrato niyo ni Mayor Kalugay, paano ka na-contact ni Mayor Kalugay? Paano siya nakarating sa office mo when you were then the Chief PNP?
The same way, Your Honor, kasi may gate po kami doon. Usually, pag may papasok po sa aking quarters or sa White House, dadaan po sa gate and itatawag sa gate, i-clarify kung may
Ibig sabihin,
appointment.
wala siyang appointment nung pumunta siya sa inyo.
Uh,
Ikaw ng Chief PNP noon, dapat may appointment bago makipagkita sa inyo.
Your Honor,
Unless if it is really very important.
Your Honor, I cannot exactly recall kung talagang naka-appoint yun or hindi, but usually when he visits me, ganun po ang proseso. Idadaan sa gwardiya, itatawag kung pwedeng makapag-seek ng appointment. Because as I recall, Your Honor, during the time when I was the Chief PNP, talagang maraming bisita and nagiging extension na rin po yung official residence ko as part of my office.
So matagal mo nang kilala si Mayor Kalugay?
Since I became the director for intelligence, Your Honor.
Nakikita mo si Mayor Alice doon sa SWAL?
I never went to SWAL during his term as mayor, Your Honor. And
Ano narinig mo
hindi.
sa kanilang dalawa?
um,
Meron ka ba narinig?
aside from the blogs, Your Honor, wala na po kung
Oh,
personal knowledge, Your Honor.
wala na talaga. Anyway, Gerald Villanueva, if I may. Gerald Villanueva. All right, you mentioned before during the previous hearing that there is a chief PNP that was involved in the escape of Alice Guo. And of course, si Senator Bato already questioned you about it. At hindi naman si Senator Bato yon. Now, General Acorda is a former chief PNP. Is he the one involved?
Actually, sir, Your Honor, I already clarified this in the past two sessions that I do not even have a name. I don't have a name. So even if I have a name and I don't have any confirmation, I won't divulge it here, sir.
You would not?
Divulge it if I'm not sure it's confirmed. Confirmed, sir.
Why
Your
did you
Honor.
give that kind of
That's why-
statement?
I said, sir, I dismiss it as rumor only, sir.
Yeah, are you spreading rumors here in this committee? Why did you have to
No, sir.
say that statement?
That's
that,
why
there
I-
is a,
that's why-
let me finish.
Yes, sir.
Let me finish. That there is a former chief PNP that helped the escape of Alice Guo. Then the next day you retracted it.
Even on the first, the previous hearings, even from the very start, I did not say that the former chief PNP helped Alice Guo escape. It's not in the. I never even said that it's a confirmed or something. Even from the very start, I dismiss it as rumor, sir.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Just to inform the body, I just got a message from the Commission on Election, the minutes of the referendum consultation of the COMELEC about or already been signed by the chairperson and the commissioners, Madam Chair. Let me just read the excerpts of this 12 pages, Madam Chair, na report po sa atin. Nakalagay lang po dito, with that, it is clear from the evidence presented by complainant that there is a sufficient ground to believe that respondent committed material misrepresentation in violation of Section 74 of the OEC in relation with Section 262 of the same code when she declared in her COC that is a Filipino citizen and a resident of Bamban, Tarlac, when in truth and in fact she is not. Wherefore, premises considered, this department respectfully recommends the filing of information against respondent Alice Guo, Guo Huaping, Lin Gu, for violation of Section 74 of the Omnibus Election Code in relation to Section 262 of the same code, respectfully submitted. The Commission resolved, as it hereby resolves, to adopt the recommendation of the Law Department to the filing of information against respondent Alice Guo before the proper regional trial court for violation of Section 74 in relation Sections 262 of the Omnibus Election Code. Let the Law Department implement this resolution signed by Chairperson and Commissioner of COMELEC. So kahit na gustuhin pa rin ni Ms. Guo na tumakbo sa susunod na halalan, talagang hindi po siya pwedeng payagan at hindi na po siya pinapayagan tumakbo. Just to put that information, Madam Chair. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Joel. So additional reinforcement dun sa sagot ni Guo Huaping kanina kay SP Pro Tempore na hindi na niya balak mag-file ng Certificate of Candidacy. The Chair apologizes to Senator Grace kung hindi ko kayo na-acknowledge as soon as you had arrived. SP Pro Tempore, I believe Senator Grace would like to
Just as an
interject.
additional information also for the information of the public in general. In fact, we have been told that the function of COMELEC is really ministerial to accept the submission of the candidate's application to run. However, COMELEC also has the authority to disqualify. Because in fact, I went through that. The COMELEC en banc that actually decided on their own. In fact, yung sa akin nga, overwhelmingly Filipino citizen dahil mula ng pagkabata, meron ng mga dokumento na mga litrato ko. Ito nga, kinakapatid
Sigurado
ko,
ka?
ganyan. Sigurado ako yung mga nasa litrato na yun eh. So, in short, even at that time with a lot of opposition, it was very difficult to just file and be accepted as a candidate. So right now, I'm glad that Senator Joel has brought this up. There is really material evidence to disqualify. Of course, they can go to other courts, but ang importante kasi hindi na makaabot sa printing eh. Kasi pag umabot pa doon, malilito pa ang ating mga kababayan, ano ba to, pasok ba to or hindi. Pero malaking kahihiyan din kasi sa atin na pagkatapos ilabas ang lahat ng ito at talagang meron namang talagang masasabing malaking duda, mapapayagan pa. So yun lang, meron talagang otoridad ang COMELEC na i-disqualify.
Pero hindi pa,
Thank you.
I don't think, wala pa man,
SP Pro
it's
Tempore.
not yet, thank you, Madam Chair. It's not yet final and executory. Pwede pa mag-appeal yan, with all due respect.
Unang-una, pwede
Di
pang mag-appeal sa mga korte. Pero ang alam naman natin, when time is of the essence, the Supreme Court usually decides. But what I'm saying is, hopefully before the printing of the ballots, another thing that we need to look at is the angle of who is going to file
Complaint.
with the COMELEC en banc.
Yes.
Is it the OSG? Is it the DOJ? Is it a third party? So it's something that needs to be done within COMELEC. I don't know if they have the authority to unilaterally decide without an actual case being filed.
In fact, and thank you for that, Senator Grace. In fact, nakapagsalita rin, please correct me if I'm wrong kung may taga-OSG dito, nakapagsalita rin yata today or yesterday sa media ang Office of the Solicitor General na pwedeng gawin yon ng COMELEC liban kung pipigilan sila ng isang korte. Pero salamat, Senator Grace, for speaking on that. Based on experience, based din ng pag-champion no, ng mga karapatan ng ating vulnerable sectors, halimbawa mga foundlings na isinabatas pa natin at bilang isang tulad ng buong Senado, nagsusulong ng credible election.
Madam Chair, first I'd like to thank you kasi actually ikaw yung tumulong dito sa late registration of birth, yung parang mga adoption actually and the rights of foundlings. Ang nakakalungkot dito, yung mga merong karapatan talaga na legal na mga Pilipino dumadaan sa napakahabang proseso para makapagrehistro. Samantalang may isang probinsya na ilan ang nakapagrehistro na overage na, well, okay lang naman kasi late registration, pero halatang hindi talaga Pilipino, pero sa isang iglap nakakapagrehistrong ganon. So marami talagang gumagamit ng batas sa maling paraan. So kailangan din natin mabantayan.
Madam
At
Chair,
isasama po natin sa committee report.
Yeah.
Salamat, Senator Grace.
Sure,
Senator Joel,
one
before I go back to
very
SP Pro
quick,
Tem.
information that I'd like to contribute, Madam Chair, is that we should not forget that the Office of the Ombudsman dismissed former Mayor Alice Guo, may perpetual disqualification po eh. So that's very ano ho yun, no? Yeah, it's still appealable, but unless the court issues a temporary restraining order, that's the only time that the COMELEC can be restrained from doing anything. Number two, and which is why I made mention about the NBank's report, is that proven na hindi po siya Pilipino. So this is again for someone to run in public office is a mockery of our law. So yun po yung napakatibay na ebidensya at kailangang maintindihan ng bawat isa na nakikinig po sa atin. Salamat, Madam Chair.
Salamat, Senator
Chair.
Joel. And at higit sa lahat ay sana mangibabaw yung desisyon. Tingin ko po mabuting desisyon na sinabi kanina ni Ms. Guo Huaping na hindi na magpa-file ng certificate of candidacy.